Hi, everybody. You've probably seen it and are wondering why I haven't commented on it yet. Well, okay, I'm going to comment on it now about the controversy about filming somebody on their balcony, even if they're breaking the rules. So recently, a video came out on TikTok of not an old passenger, but an adult, shall we say, on their balcony. They asked for an extra bed. They asked for a cot. And they rolled that cot out onto the balcony, and they were sleeping outside on the balcony on the cot. Much like taking the mattress and pushing the mattress outside with all the linen and everything and putting it on your balcony. At least this one was slightly off the ground because of the bed, but the linen and everything is still outside. Birds can still come and poop on it. Bugs can still get into it. It can get mildew. It can get rained on. It can get all kinds of things, right? Putting the bed out there when they come across with the automatic sprinklers to wash off the balconies and stuff like that, right onto that bed. But controversy came out because a lot of people were saying, hey, this person's on the privacy of their balcony, and really they shouldn't have been filmed because, that's an invasion of their privacy. So here's where I stand on it. If you're sitting on your balcony enjoying a cup of coffee and reading a book, first off, no one's going to film you. Unless you're like Margot Robbie or somebody, a famous person, nobody's going to film you. You're just doing what everybody else does on their balcony. But if you do something that breaks the rules on a balcony, if you climb over the edge to get a photograph, someone's going to take your photo. If you're putting your bedding out onto a balcony, expect to be photographed. Expect somebody to film it because you're breaking the rules of the cruise line. Balconies, when you're parked side by side on ships, are literally 50 to 100 feet apart. It's like living in an apartment building facing each other. You don't go out on your balcony, in the nude, in an apartment building and expect no one to take pictures of you. Why would you expect privacy on a balcony? Especially if you're breaking the rules, right? If you're one of those people who ignore the rules. And it's clear these cruise lines do not want you to take bedding and beds and furniture and put them out on your balcony, right? It's clear as day that this is something that shouldn't happen. But there were some people out there saying, no, this is an invasion of privacy. Well, if you were in your cabin, maybe. You're in your cabin, little different story. Someone's peeking through your window and everything. But you're out on the balcony. You should have no expectation of privacy when you're facing a ship with 4,000 people on it, directly in front of you. It's kind of funny that way. And I read some commenters out there, and I've seen some other TikTokers out there, and they were debating this about privacy, etc. and everything. But, if you're on the pool deck and you're putting a speaker out there and blaring music as loud as possible up on the pool deck, well, you're doing something against the rules. You're probably going to get filmed, right? If you're drunk and disorderly on a cruise ship or you're fighting, you're probably going to get filmed. There's no expectation of privacy in those situations. When you break a rule, you're probably going to get somebody to snap a photo of you or a video of you. And one commenter, he was even saying saying, look, if I pay $2,000 for a cruise, I'm putting that damn bed anywhere I want to put it. If I want to put it on the balcony, I'm putting it on the balcony. And if I want to put it on the water in front of the cruise ship, I'll put it on the water. And the heck with y'all, with what you think. Well, sorry, dude, but you're probably the problem with cruising. It's people who think they can do whatever they want because they paid a little bit of money, right? Consequences be damned. Oh my God, bugs and bird poop got on the bedding and everything, and now they had to throw out $400 worth of bedding and sheets and everything like that because they couldn't clean it properly. It got infected, it got mildew, it got moldy. It doesn't matter. I paid my money. It's all about me. That's a whole selfish attitude. It's not about you, it's about everybody else. How about the person who has to use that bedding afterwards? Right? I don't get it. I don't get the selfish attitudes for this. And I also don't get, hey, I'm in public, but hey, and I'm breaking rules, but hey, you know what? I shouldn't be filmed, or I shouldn't have photographs, or people shouldn't tell on me. Tattletales, tattletales. Yes, the person on the bed was minding their own business. They weren't harming anybody, except they're breaking the rules of the cruise line. And that's why they were filmed. Not because, if it was allowed, if they were on the lounge chair, and the lounge chair was laid back and they were sleeping on the lounge chair, they weren't going to be filmed. But they took a bed out with all the bedding that's not allowed to be done, and they put it on the balcony. That's why they were filmed, and no other reason. Don't break the rules, you're not going to get photographed. That sounds like a pretty easy, simple rule to follow.